Yo, what it is, man? We getting it in today, baby. I think this 3 today. You know what I mean? I got some breaking news on Thug, though, man. You ain't heard it nowhere else. I checked. So if any blogger, I gotta say this, yo, because a lot of times I notice with these bigger blogs that try to steal from you. You feel me? They done stole from me like 3 or 4 times so far. I be first on the story and then they claim it. And since they got the notoriety, it look like it's their story. But I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. When it come out of this YouTube thing, a lot of these guys got fake accounts. I don't rock like that. Any blogger I follow, you gonna know it's me following you. I ain't what we being fake for. Unless you try to steal content without giving credit. That's the only thing I can think of. And I don't rock like that. You feel me? But yeah, that was just a disclaimer. I had to get that out of there. But yeah, man. I'm lying down ready, taking in for the night. Hop on the phone. Run across some bombshell news about Young Thug. Bombshell news. Something about suppressing statements and... Man, listen to this shit. Young Thug claims his rights were violated when the cops questioned him. He also says prosecutors stole his phones and hard drives and illegally searched them. Rap star Young Thug is asking judge overseeing his RICO case to suppress some statements he made while in custody. In May of 2022, prosecutors claim Young Thug is the boss of Young Slime Life, YSL street gang in a 65-count indictment charging 28 people with crimes ranging from murder to dealing drugs. Chart-topping rappers Young Thug and Gunna are accused of conspiracy to violate RICO Act and participation in a criminal street gang. According to Young Thug high-powered attorney Brian Steele, 2 law enforcement officers interrogated Young Thug in the DeKalb County Jail even though he never waived his Miranda rights. Steele says Cobb County investigators David Rasaya and ATL Special Agent T. Cunningham placed Young Thug in an interrogation room without his counsel permission, knowledge, or consent. All of Young Thug's statements must be suppressed from the trial in the above referenced case, and all witnesses must be instructed not to utter the fact that Young Thug made any statements which were not voluntarily made, were made in violation of constitutional rights to counsel, and made in violation of Miranda warning, Brian Steele explained. Additionally, no mention can be made that Young Thug was given the opportunity to speak with law enforcement since this post-arrest, Steele said. Young Thug is also asking the judge to return computers and phones seized during the July 2015 search of his home in Sandy Springs, Georgia, which resulted in felony charges against the rapper. The cops raided Young Thug's home after he allegedly threatened a security guard at a mall. They found an assortment of drugs and guns, but the charge was tossed after trial court ruled the search was unconstitutional. The devices seized in that raid were suppressed by written order in April 2017 and were supposed to be returned to the rapper, but that never happened. Instead, Chief Deputy District Attorney Michael Sprinkle sent the devices to a company called Cellbrite for them to be searched. According to Steele, the prosecution had no valid search to examine or extract any information from Young Thug's devices after the April 2017 ruling. Searching the devices in May of 2017 violated Young Thug's possessory interest in his lawfully obtained property that the prosecution had absolutely no legal right to possess, Steele explained. Young Thug's attorney said the prosecution and law enforcement had refused to return the non-contraband property as the law requires. Instead, without lawful right to keep, hold, inspect, possess, or examine Mr. Williams' property, the prosecution team continued to illegally hold Mr. Williams' property and search these items, Brian Steele revealed. As a result, Steele wants Judge Urel Glanville to suppress any statements Young Thug made and any evidence from his phones, hard drives, and computers during the trial, which is slated for January 2023. So I ain't the type that's putting allegations on people, man. For real, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. But whatever Young Thug said, his lawyer do not want it resaid. I tell you that now. He said he don't even want the witnesses to be able to speak of it. So, I ain't trying to say the man told, but he said something. Something very implicating. Something that can probably ruin his case or reputation. And if people not familiar with Miranda rights, it's basically your rights, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. And a lot of times with these police officers or these detectives would do, they'll put you in them interrogation rooms and forget to mention that. You actually got to sign them over. So they can't even begin to question you without you signing over your Miranda rights. Now, most people sign them over because most of us think we slick enough to talk our way out of it. You feel me? But they at least have to mention it. And what Thug lawyer is saying is they didn't. So whatever statements he have gave them shouldn't be admissible. They can't use it. And that's true. But on the street level, on the street aspect, I'm thinking like what was said. I mean, it was 7 years ago. Let's be fair. But what was said? I can't really think of nothing. I ain't really too in depth on what Young Thug got going on. Maybe y'all can help me. You feel me? But this is wild. It's getting strange. It's getting strange. But I tell you this. When it come down to the evidence that they stole, because that's what they did. They stole the phone. They stole the computer because they didn't give it back. And they were supposed to. Now, if they build a nice portion of their case off of that evidence, the phone and the computer and the hard drives, that's rules for dismissal. So this thing can work in Thug's favor, depending on what they got. You follow me? He can have the whole case thrown out depending on what they got, because that's not evidence they put out. They stole it. You know, it's rules they got to go by, and every now and then, these motherfuckers try to break them. And when they get caught, they lose. So that's the best thing that can happen for Thug if that was the case. So I feel him on that. But it's just hard for me to get over these statements. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I made no statements in the past in any of my cases that'll hurt me in the future case. So, hey, y'all be the judge. What did Young Thug say? What did he say, man? And his lawyer is shocked. I like how he going about things, for real. Can't get him a bail, but he on top of everything. He on top of everything. But let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments, man. Like, what's up with Thug, man? What he really doing, man? What he told them people, man? And if you hear any blogger, like I said, I don't care if it's academics, from the bottom to the top, they report this story and they don't give me credit, man. Spam the comments, man. Tag my name in there, man. You heard me. Say I heard that Keep It G bloggers first. Goofy. And I'm out.
Hey, Baltimore, bitch, I'm reppin' Baltimore. Young street nigga, dope boy, I come from Baltimore. Young niggas be shining on them dirt bikes, we be wildin', sellin' scramble out of houses. About to hit the block, you know it's trapping time. Gotta watch what I say, cause they might tap the line.